My name is Sean Lach. I'm the president of the International Planetarium Society. And if you haven't been to our booth here, I highly encourage you to come by. Number one, if you are a member, you can get a pin. And if you sign up and join, you can get a pin as well, along with all of our other resources. And we'll be having a variety of folks at the booth who will be staffing that. But one of the other things that you can come and find out about, and most importantly, is going to be our conference next year in Toulouse, France. And to speak about that, we're going to turn things over to Marc Mouton from Cité de l'Espace.
Thank you very much, Michel. Hello, everybody. I first would like to thank Anna Green and all the regional associations present for inviting me to present the next conference of IPS in France, in Toulouse next year. And so I'm very pleased to be with you and to have these occasions to give you a flavor of what will be the conference. So I propose you to start with a small video that we built and we produced for sending to the different national associations of IPS, especially for first for the ones in Europe that were having their conference, their national conference in June and during the summer. So this video has been built in last June, and it was intended also to be seen by you during your national conferences, your regional conferences. So as you are grouped in this national conference, I'm happy to present it to you. It's just 3 minutes.
Dear friends, dear colleagues, my name is Marc Mouton. I am the Planetarium Director and Exhibition Director in Cité de l'Espace in Toulouse, and I'm very pleased to invite you to come and participate to the International Planetarium Society Conference 2018 in Cité de l'Espace next year. And I hope that this short video message will help you to decide to come to the IPS conference next year in Toulouse. Of course, your participation to the conference will be the occasion for you to discover the wonderful city of Toulouse. Cité de l'Espace is really a very well-adapted place to host such a conference. We have a very nice environment for delegates who are interested in sciences, because Cité de l'Espace is the first European science center devoted to space and astronomy. We have more than 2,000 square meters of permanent exhibitions about space and astronomy. We have space gardens where there are objects from space. We have Soyuz vessels, we have the Mir station, we have an Ariane 5 rocket. We have temporary exhibitions, and the one you will see is about astronauts. It is very successful. I am sure you will love it. For the conference, we will use our two planetariums, the bigger one, 20 meters dome with 300 seats, and the smaller one, 15 meters dome. They will propose a big capacity for the delegates, and also an IMAX 3D theater that will be used for 2D demonstrations by the sponsors. We also have a lot of conference rooms that will be used for a lot of sessions. We will propose 10 hours of demonstrations and also 50 hours for parallel sessions. For the catering and the exhibition hall, we will deploy in the park big tents to have all the delegates in the same place and very close to the theaters. Concerning the hotels, many hotels are situated just close to Cité de l'Espace, so it will be very convenient for the delegates. Before the conference, will be organized a Dome Festival in the main theater, proposing in 11 sessions up to 40 films. The conference will be held from the 1st of July to the 5th of July 2018, and the Dome Festival will be from the 27th to the 29th of June 2018. 2 conference posters will be proposed to the delegates, one in the Pyrenees with a visit of the Pic du Midi Observatory. The call for abstracts will be open next June 2017 and will be still open until the 27th of September this year. To get information about the conference in Toulouse in 2018, please consult the website at the following address, ips2018toulouse.org. I hope to see you soon in Toulouse, and thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much. So I will present you more in details the elements of the conference. So the theme of the conference is Planetarium Live. We would like to use the domes for live presentations, for some sessions. So you can think about presenting an abstract, so submitting an abstract, because you will see we postponed the deadline for the abstracts. Because of the Pleiades conference, we thought it was fair to let you have time to think about the next conference, and so you will have a few days, a few weeks before the deadline, the new deadline. So I will present you a general overview of the conference. You had some you had one with the video, the scientific program, social events, communication, and some elements about the costs. So, key elements and venue. For the first time, we will have an IPS conference with the Dome Festival just at the same place. So I think it's a good occasion for you to come and discover the new productions for Dome films. All the conference will be in our center, so it will be very convenient not to have to go from a place to another. And the center will be open to the public, so it is interesting, I think, like it was in Warsaw, to see the public visiting a science center and to see them using the exhibits in the permanent or temporary exhibitions. The hotels are between 5 to 20 minutes walk, so of course there are a lot in the downtown, but I think it's more convenient to be just beside. And we will work on building a program balanced with sponsored demos, exhibition, delegate sessions, and of course social events for networking. We thought that the Warsaw proposals with the sessions of 1 hour was very convenient. We had a lot of feedback about that, and so we built the program in the same way, and you will have French food. With no frogs and snakes, but when I said that to the council members, they said, oh no, we want frogs and we want snakes, so perhaps you will have some. So this is, you have seen the video, but this is a view from the sky, from a plane, of the center. So you have just quickly this, this area is the first building of the Cité de l'Espace, which opened 20 years ago in 1997. And then with the first planetarium, 15 meters. Then in 2005, we opened this big building with the IMAX theater, the 20 meters dome, and some conference rooms. And then you have the gardens, the Ariane 5 rockets, 4 modules of the Mir stations you can see. And in this area, we will deploy some tents for the catering and for the exhibition hall. We are a center with a lot of rooms, so that will allow us and you to participate to many sessions in parallel, not so many, we will see depending on the number of abstracts. So we have 3 big theaters. The Planetarium which has been completely refurbished, it's brand new, and so it's a very nice theater now. It has a capacity of close to 300 seats, the IMAX theater also. The Stellarium, we call the Stellarium the 15 meters dome for the public to differentiate the 2 theaters. And we have different, of course, conference rooms and labs for the children that could be used for different workshops. This is a view, again, from the sky, just to let you imagine what will be the path you will have to do when you will be in the center. The color code is the purple zones are for demos from the sponsors. So the 3 purple zones are the big theaters, and the green ones are where the sessions rooms are. So in the 2 main buildings. And you will see that the area for the exhibition hall and catering tent is 3 to 5 minutes walk from the other places. So it will be not too difficult. And usually the weather is nice in July. It can rain, but usually it's very, very nice weather. So this is the preliminary program. You see the 2 in pink, the 2.5 days for the Full Dome Festival. So from the 27th to the 29th, then you will have in blue the 2 days of the IPS council meeting. And the conference will start on Sunday evening with the exhibition hall discovery, a welcoming reception, a dinner, and we will probably have a first keynote speaker. at this moment. Then you can see in the 4 following days, you will have all the mornings, or 3 on the 4 mornings devoted to sponsor demos in the theaters, and 1 in the afternoon of Monday. The other periods will be devoted to delegate sessions in green. So we can accommodate up to 6 or 7 sessions in parallel. We don't want to have too many because it's always difficult to make a choice, but it's also very good to have a lot of proposals and a lot of delegates proposing and being in the conference for presenting their ideas, sharing their ideas, and sometimes also it helps to go and to travel to conferences if you have some paper to present. So that's why we thought it was important to let the field open on that case. The yellow parts are the social events or the awards lunch. We will have an evening in the gardens of Cité de l'Espace on the 4th of July, so I hope a lot of American people will be here to celebrate this great day with us. And we will have a gala dinner on the Thursday evening. I will give a few words about that. And some mid and post-conference tour, I will say a few words about that. So about the scientific program, we plan to have keynote speakers. It seems we will be happy to have Doug Simon, the TFHT Executive Director, to talk about instruments, exploration of the exoplanets and so on. So it will be, the theme is not defined yet, but Doug will be coming to France at this period, and so we will be very happy to welcome him and to open the conference. We would like to have also an interesting topic about planetary exploration. There is a big group of scientists from different countries in the world. They are working on a project of trying to give recommendations to the national agencies, space agencies, to say that are the topics that would be really important to explore, to explore and to build some missions for that. And the results of these 3 or 4 years of meetings will be, so the results will be given at this conference and also at the European Science Open Forum that will be just the week after in Toulouse, a big scientific event with more than 3,000 people. And we hope also to have a European Space Agency astronaut, for sure we are in Cité de l'Espace. We would like to have scientific sessions, so in different topics. We have a lot of scientists in the Observatoire Midi-Pyrénées, just in Toulouse, and so a lot from France also. And we would like to have duplex from ESO, for example, from Chile. That would be great to have a duplex from this far place. And why not from Mars? The abstract submission is open, so as we said, perhaps you have seen if you went on the website that there are five possible formats: under the dome, workshop, reverse, panel, or poster. And we try to push people to prepare what we call a full session. That means you talk with your colleagues and people you are interested in sharing about one topic, and so you prepare the full session. And so you propose 3 or 4 names, and you describe in your abstract what will be the hour session. So if you are interested in doing that, I think it's easier and it gives a more interesting session than just different papers given one after the other, even if it is interesting too, of course. And so the topics are classical, you know them. We have built a program committee with 17 members, and we are happy to be able to have the first meeting a few days ago with some of the members and to go through the 100 first abstract we have received yet. On the 4th of October, that was the number of abstracts submitted. So you can see the balance between the different topics. It's very good. And so with the extension of the deadline submission, we hope to get more. And so we will give you, by mid-December, probably the final acceptations for the papers and the sessions. About the social event, I told you that there will be a gala dinner. It is a very nice place downtown Toulouse, very, very downtown, close to the Place du Capitole. It is the Cloître des Jacobins, which is the Jacobins cloister. And it's a place where events are very rare, only 5 per year. And so we are very pleased that it will be possible for IPS. So if you want to join us in this magic place, you can ask to Sean Latch. He came, of course, and visited the place with us, and he was, I think, enchanted by the place. There will be a maximum capacity of 300 to 350 people, so don't wait when you register to register also to the Gala Dinner. And there will be a reception at the City Hall reception room, La Salle des Illustres, which is a wonderful room all along the first floor with wonderful ceilings and paintings, old paintings from the 17th, 18th century. We will propose you on the 4th of July an festive evening in our center. It will be the occasion for you to visit the exhibitions, because during the conference you will not have so much time. Also to view the different films awarded during the Dome Festival, because we have 2 domes, we will be able to project the different awarded film for the delegates to discover them if they were not at the Dome Festival, and of course to have time to share and to have good food. We propose also some mid-conference tours you have seen on the Tuesday afternoon, so a half day. So we will propose to you to go to Toulouse downtown with the Joliment Observatory, or to visit the city of Albi, which is a marvelous city, also a pink city with brick, and a wonderful cathedral and a wonderful museum, the Toulouse-Lautrec Museum, who was a famous painter in France, and I hope overseas. And the city of Carcassonne, which is a 45 minutes drive from Toulouse, which is also a very interesting place. All these cities are, classified by the UNESCO. But in Toulouse, there is also a scientific interest or industrial interest with the Airbus. We are the headquarters of Airbus are based in Toulouse. And so also there are the assembly lines of the A380, and other planes, A320 and so on. And so we will propose a visit of this assembly line and the Aeroscopia Museum, which is a plane museum in Toulouse. And about the post-conference tours, I hope you have heard about the Pic du Midi Observatory. It's a very well-known in Europe, at least, observatory. And this observatory made big studies of the moon and helped the NASA for choosing the landing site of the Apollo missions, because the 2 meters telescope there at this time was really doing very good quality images, because the sky is very clear there. And so we will propose a 2 days tour to visit the Pic du Midi and some area on the road. And we will propose also gastronomy and astronomy in a department that is close to Toulouse, 1 hour drive, called Le Gers, the place where life is wonderful with very good food, good nice sceneries, and there are some different astronomical interesting elements, like a planetarium, a special room for discovering the sky with the data information and so on. So it will be another kind of tour. Perhaps you have seen that we developed some information tools. We developed a website. I have with me, I will show you. You have seen it perhaps if you went to the IPS booth. We have this small bookmark. I can give you one, or you can take one there. There is to remember you the website address. And we developed and sent monthly a newsletter just to keep you aware of what's going on about the development of the conference. The video, you have seen it, and we developed also Twitter and Facebook communication tools. About the cost, it's difficult now to say what will it be, definitely because we have not closed yet the sponsoring registration. It will be closed on the end of November, so we will define really the cost of the conference, but you have an idea of the different costs. This has to be defined more precisely. Of course, it will be on the site when we will open the registration. It will be probably the beginning of mid-December. About the hotels, the 5 hotels at the top are very close, 5 minutes. They are just around the center. They are very different budget hotels. They are small hotels, but comfortable. And so it is probably the best choice to do. Be just aware that we are not in the center. And you probably, during the day, it's easy to go downtown. It takes some time. You have to take a bus and then a metro, which would take, I would say, 20 to 30 minutes. During the night, it's probably better to take a taxi. And two hotels are at 15 to 20 minutes walk. And the one on the left, the Ibis style, is very, very, very good quality. This is the prices that has been negotiated. There are one hotel still missing. You can see in this list that two hotels in there are from in the center, in downtown, so there will be also this possibility to, if you choose to be downtown. If you have a car, it's very easy because you can park very easily around the Cité de l'Espace. We have big car parks, so it is an option to be in the center, right in the center in the old city, and to drive. It's 15 minutes to drive from the center to Cité de l'Espace, and at this period of the year, it's not, it's not difficult to go from one place to the other. I think that's it. So if you have any questions, I'm really ready to answer. Thank you very much. May I ask you a question? Among you who intend to come to Toulouse, do you have an idea? Wow, that's good. Thank you. We plan to have, there were at, in Warsaw 1 year ago, it was, they had 500 delegates participating. So we hope to have that number or perhaps more. The program is built to be able to host and to receive up to 650 people, for them to see especially all the sponsors' demos. Thank you very much.